Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is CATIA V5 Sketcher Exercise 21. In today's video, we will create this interlocking circular pattern using basic sketcher tools like circles, lines, trim, fillet and circular pattern. This exercise is excellent for improving your geometric constraints, skill, symmetry control in CATIA Sketcher. Let's get started. First, analyze this sketch. This sketch is a simple sketch. It looks a difficult one, but it's a simple sketch. Here you can see only there are 3 dimensions given. The radius 25, radius 5 and length 110 mm. That means from this is for all the 4 sides. From this end to this end it's also 110 mm. This end to this end is also 110, and here as well. And what is the distance between these two lines? This is 20 mm. As you see, this is radius 5 and radius 25. That means the distance between these two is 20 mm. So let's go to CATIA, start, mechanical design and part design. I am renaming this one as Sketcher Exercise 21. Click on OK. Now click on any plane. I am selecting the YZ plane and click on the sketch tool to go into the sketcher workbench. Here first we will create the axis lines. So to create the axis line, activate the construction element, create first the vertical line and create the horizontal line. Okay, these two lines are coincide with this the axis lines. Now we will create 4 lines which is of 110 mm. Now I will use the profile tool, create 4 lines and switch on the standard element. Now okay, and the angle between these lines should be perpendicular or 90 degree. Make these lines perpendicular to each other. Now this dimension which is 110 mm. So we will need only one dimension to make this one, as these are perpendicular to each other. Now we will create this radius 25 and radius 5. Radius 25, this one is tangent to this one. So, or we can create it on the other side as well. Here, first on this line coinciding, there is a circle I have created, and the radius is, we can change the dimensions here to radius to 25 mm. And again I will create another circle of radius 5 mm. Okay, now what I will do, I will trim these lines, the extra lines. Okay, we can, here you can see these two circles are mirror about this one to create these two circles. Okay, so first create this mirror, use the mirror tool to create this one. I'm using the mirror. So I have created these two. Now what we will do, you can see this circle, these 4 circles are rotated 90 degree to create 4 different circle or user pattern. So in the sketcher workbench we don't have the pattern, so what we will do, we will use the rotate tool to create the pattern. Select the 4 and use the rotate tool, activate the duplicate mode and select the center point, select the radius point, and then here 360 divided by 4, and okay. You can see 4 different corners are created. Now we can give the constant. This is radius 25, this is 25, this is 5, and this is also 5. Now this is tangent to this one. Same way, this is tangent to this one. This one is tangent to this one. This line and this circle is tangent. Same way, this line and this circle is tangent. Same way, this line and this circle is tangent. Now still it's not fully constant. Why? Let's see. You can see the coincidence is not on the this line. So make these points coincidence, 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 till this our sketch is fully constant. Now what we have? We have the inner circles. This is at the center of these two lines. So how we can do or create this on, and also select these 4 lines and offset it by 20 mm on the inner side. Okay. Now give the dimensions. This is 20 mm. From all the sides it is 20 mm. Now create a circle and zoom in to avoid the automatic constraint creation. Create one circle and create another circle coincide with this line. Now give the dimension. This is radius 25 and this is radius 5. Okay. Now either we can create 2 lines to center line, this point to this one, okay, or this point to this one. This is a construction element, this one is also a construction element. Make this point and this line, let's say midpoint. Okay, same way this point and this lines to be midpoint. Okay, same way make this one also at the center point or the midpoint. This is already created. This is also at the midpoint. Now the center point of these two circle and the midpoint, make these two coincide. Okay, now double click on the quick trim tool, trim the extra lines from here. Okay, now I will use this line and this line, and this is a standard element. So this first one is created. Same way you can see these two lines are joined together. Okay, same way. Now Select these two circle and use the rotate tool and this is 360 divided by 4. So we create this one. Okay. Now give the radius to all the circle. Now make these points coincide with these lines. This point and this point coincidence. Same way. This point and this point coincidence. For here as well. This point and this point coincidence. Now use the quick trim tool to trim the extra lines. Okay. Now join the line such a way that this will looks like it's crossing it. Like here for first one we have joined these two lines. Here we don't need to join, and I will trim this inner section from here. Okay. Okay. So delete this one. Delete. Okay. Same way here these two lines are connected. This line is connected to this one. You can see this is, so I don't need this one. There is a tangency line. Remove this. We'll make it fully constant later. Here it is not connected. Here it is connected. This is not connected, and then this is connected. This line is connected here, and again this line is connected here. So trim these two lines. Okay. Now again this is connected here, so we'll connect this one here. This is connected here. Here you can see these two lines are connected. Here this line is not required. We have to remove this line. Okay. Same way we can remove this line. Now these two should be connected. This line and this line. Now remove this line. This one. Now connect this line to this one and trim this one. In this corner this is available, this is available, this is not available. Now connect this line to this one. And this line to this one. Okay. Here there is a problem. So we can solve this by like this. Now compare it by splitting it. Here also you can see this line to connect to this one. So this line is connected to this one. This is connected, this is not connected, and trim this line. Now we can see our sketch is fully constant except this one. So I will make these two lines tangent. Now you can see our sketch is created with fully constant all the dimensions. Now we can check the dimensions or do any final adjustment if required. Let's check. This is not coincide with this one, so make it coincident to this one. This one is also not coinciding to this one, this point and this point. Make these 2 points coincide. Okay. Now I'm splitting the screen again to see the and now you can easily visualize our sketch is created according to the sketch or not. From here, this point you can start. As you can see, our sketch is created and our dimensions are fully constant. As the whole sketch is in fully green, so our dimensions are, our sketch is in fully constant. That's complete Sketcher exercise 21 in CATIA V5. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to improve your CATIA sketching skills, make sure to like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorials. Thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.